You friends for your love and your support. I love you and God bless you all. So in our today's class, I will be showing you guys how to cut 6 pieces skirt direct to the fabric. So this is the Ankara fabric we are working with. Is in two fold. So the measurement required here and the waist measurement, the hip, the knee, and the full length of the skirt. And also the distance between the waist, from the waist to the hip, from the hip to the knee, and the full length. That is the waist circumference, the hip circumference, and the knee circumference. So let's quickly do that. So my beautiful people, on the center part of the front panel, that is what we want to quickly cut out now. We'll be using our bust pan. Yes, in case you're attaching to the top so that it matches. So the bust pan we're working with is 8 inches. Into fold is 4 inches. And remember, you'll be needing an half inch to join it to the side piece. So let's quickly draft it out. Into fold, as you can see, which is 4 inches, half inch for the sewing. So quickly place it. But before then, let's get our waistline. So the distance between the waistline to the hip line we're working with is 8 inches. The distance from the waist to the knee is 20 inches, but we will be coming up by 2 inches because we will use 20 inches. We can't work freely, so it's 2 inches now. That means we are working with 8 inches for our knee length. So the full length of the skirt is 40 inches. So like I said earlier, is bust pan measurement we are working with is 4.5 inches, is 8 into fold and half inch for the sewing. Let me take straight now. This is the knee line, this is the hip line, and this is the waistline. You connect it. So this is the bust pan. When we get to the waist to the knee line, we'll be coming in by an half inch. The down part of the flare, because of the quantity of the fabric I have, I will be using 10 inches. That is into fold 10 inches. So by the time we open the center piece or the front panel, should be having 20 inches. So I want to quickly place 10 inches here, but I will of 13, 14. The more you extend it for the down part, the fuller you have your flare will be. So it's 10.5 inches. So let's quickly connect it on the knee area. So we're done connecting it. If you want this area to be more tight, you can go in by 1 inch, but I'm okay with an half inch. So let's quickly cut it out. This is the center piece of the front panel. So I don't cutting it out. So we are done cutting it out. So we want to cut the two sides, that is two piece of the front panel. So this is center piece. So let's quickly place it. We'll flip it over this way. Place it well. Cut out this. I'm done cutting it out. But now we want to place our measurement. So we'll turn it out. This is the knee area. So let's quickly take our chalk to indicate the knee area. And the waist. So let's quickly stretch ruler. It's 9.5 inches. The hip measurement is 10.5 inches. Plus 2 inches sewing allowance. 2 inches same allowance. For the knee area, so how do you get your knee area? Is our hip measurement minus 6 inches divided by 4. My here is 10 inches. So let it lap over it. See guys, like an half inch. So place it. When you are done with the upper part, 10 inches, which is here, 10 inches. I brought it back. Plus 2 inches same allowance. So let's quickly connect it. Can you see? It's not that covered at the moment because we've not sent the in quantity of the fabric that you are working with. Like what I said earlier, the more you extend for the down part, the fuller it will become. So it's 10.5 inches I'm working with. So let me quickly show you guys. Turn the camera this way. 10.5 inches. I will connect it straight. If you have more fabric and do more than that, you see. Let me quickly show you guys. I'm done connecting it. This is the same allowance. This is the actual measurement we are working with. But this 2 inches is the same allowance. So if you see, can you see? Approach is looking. So let's quickly cut it out. So you guys. So notch it. While joining, you run into problems, you'll be able to know the center panel and the two side panel. Notch the hip line, the knee line, the same in the center front panel. So my beautiful people, can you see this is the front panel, the center piece, the two side piece. I notch it. See why it's important to notch it? To avoid fixing to the wrong side. I notch it, can you see? So we want to quickly cut out the back panel. So approach is looking. So let's quickly go. So this is the center piece or the front panel. So we place it. We'll flip over it into fold. For first, we want to cut out the center piece or the back panel. Remember, we'll be needing 2 inches for the zipper allowance. So now we want to quickly place it, but for the hip area, because we'll be creating a space for the board to sit properly, we'll be adding an half inch. Yes. So we want to quickly now place our zipper allowance. Let me turn the camera this way so you guys can see properly. 2 inches, but for the hip area, 2.5 inches. The knee area, 2 inches. And can you see how curvy it is here? Because it's 2.5 inches here. I won't be needing I'll be needing 5 inches. I need a little tail. I want to add it a tail at the back panel. So I will quickly place 5.5 inches. So I will connect it straight from the knee point to the down part. Can you see? To the down part. So this is the center of the back piece. This is the zipper allowance. So we want to also add an half inch here. Blend it this way, just for the hip area. Just for the hip. So let's quickly cut it out. Added 2.5 inches. You added an half inch here for the hip area and half inch here, but the waist line and the knee is 2 inches for the zipper allowance. So we need a tape for the back panel. So we added 5.5 inches. Remember, it's 10.5 inches we are using. So it's into fold now. By the time we join it, the two back panel is now, it will become the 10.5 inches. So let's quickly take our scissors to cut it out. We did the same here. We added an half inch for the space, creating space for our board to sit properly. You see? So let's quickly and can you see, guys, how it is looking? Notch your zipper allowance. It's very important. Notch it. So this is the center piece, yes, of the back panel. It's actually center piece, it's because into two parts, because of the zipper allowance. Notch it to avoid confusion while stitching. So we want to notch it. Can you see how pretty it's looking? You can see the area that we notched to know the hip area. Can you see? So we have placed it. It's still the same thing inch for the hip area for the butt to sit properly. That is just the difference. If not, it's still the same thing. Just that hip area, they connect it straight. Can you see? Just the hip area for the butt to sit properly. This area is just the same thing. Trim it out. That is all. So let's quickly cut it out. And why I use 40 inches is because I'll be making a ruffle satin from the down pattern with 5 inches length. So we are creating space for the board to sit. Can you see? I'm cutting it. Wow, see how pretty it's looking. So I had to quickly notch it too. So this is where we'll be attaching to the back two sides. See it. So this is the front, one of the sides for the front panel. Why this two we have here is the back panel. So let's quickly place it. Can you see? But the hip area, this is the back panel. Can you see? About an half inch. We added an half inch here and half inch here. See how pretty it's looking. So after stitching, there will be a space for the board to sit properly. And notch it. See why notching is very important. This is one of the side piece of the back panel. Here we'll be adding to the one of the side of the front panel. The same here, but here I notch is the area we'll be attaching fixing our zipper. So always notch to avoid the stress while stitching. It is very important. So this is the back panel. The down part, can you see how it is? It's full flare for the down part. I just used 10.5 inches. After stitching, you should be having 10 inches. That into for like 20 here, here, and here. And see how pretty it's looking on the downside. Cut out the waistband 2.5 inches. So this is the waistband we want to fully cut out. It's 2.5 inches. So it's into fold. The waist is 39 inches plus 2 inches zipper allowance. So that is 41 inches. So I'm cutting it out. I'll be using elastic on the both sides. So this is the waistband. We'll take it to our pressing table. But we're using a stain. Yes. Stain. So for the lining, you can as well cut it 6 pieces or A shape. Yes, form for the lining. Can make it full lining, can make it an half length lining of this area is. So it should look this way. So this is the knee area. So I've also placed the measurement, the hip measurement, the round measurement, and the waist measurement. So I want to go take it to my sewing machine to stitch. Remember, this is our zipper allowance. Yes. So I'll be ending it here. So look at where I notch. It's very important to notch. See, it's very simple. Just to run it straight. So I'm using A-shape line. We can also cut your line in this form, 6 pieces form, but I'm using just a shape lining and fix my waistband. Then our 6 pieces skirt is ready. People, our 6 pieces skirt is ready. Can you try put it looking how tighten it is on the knee area? Can you see? So I love you guys. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Please, if you are new, click on the subscribe button there and also click on the notification bell so each time I upload a new video you get notified. I love you all. God bless you all. I remain Chi Living Signature. Bye for now.